All right, everyone, welcome back to the 11:30 session. Today we're going to be talking about marketing resource. Just because this is being recorded, I'm going to say my spiel as usual. I am Kristen Fredericks. I'm the digital marketing administrator with the company. If you need any help after this, you are welcome to email us at websupport@rwtown.com. Again, that's websupport@rwtown.com. That's the team that handles all of our digital marketing and advertising. Basically, if it's on a screen other than your email system, or printers, any kind of hardware, web support is the place for you. All right. So this class is going to go over just the tour of the marketing resource because we want to make sure that you know what is available in marketing resource. So we're not going to touch on these topics in depth. That's coming up in April. We're actually going to be going into a number of these different tools in depth in the next month or so while we get everybody onboarded, but we do want to show you where everything is and what you have available. Just as a reminder, the BHHS Resource Center is the global intranet for BHHS. That means that every single agent in BHHS all around the world has access to this, and these are all the tools that are available from BHHS as a whole. So our local intranet is called RWT Connect. That is all of our local tools, our local CRM, any local information. We do have a connection to BHHS Resource with no username or password that's required through RWT Connect. And you can go ahead and just click the button for BHHS resource to be able to get in here. So today we're just going to have the quick tour of this. And if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or put it in chat. Haley is moderating today and she will be happy to interrupt me and make sure that we get your question answered. All right. So I want to start out with a couple of help topics first, just because this comes up fairly often. You do have a couple of different places to get support for BHHS Resource Center. We're always happy to help on the local level, but we may not always be available. Maybe it's 11:30 at night and you have a quick question, or we've discussed something and you're just not sure where to find it. There's a couple of different resources for you here that I want you to remember. This search bar up at the top is going to take you into all of the different topics that are in here. Everything is keyworded. So if you're looking for something very specific, so for example, if you're looking for more information on maybe the home selling presentation, you can always put home selling up there in that search bar, and it's going to bring up a couple of different things for you. It's going to bring up the entire knowledge base. So here's your home selling presentation. It's going to give you a little preview here. That's definitely what we're looking for. So if we were to click that, we get our information. We also have some best practices and training resources on the home selling proposal. If there's any discussions, I'll show you where that chatter account is with some of those discussion boards here in just a second. You'll be able to see those. And then here's your top questions about it. A lot of this is how do I edit it? Where do I go? Sometimes somebody may have already asked the question that you're looking for, and the answer will certainly be in here. You also might have people that are available. This usually comes in handy if we're dealing with a very particular product. Let's just say Video Buzz, for example. You may be able to find the actual Video Buzz person in here if you have any specific questions. So that knowledge base up here at the top is always going to be really handy for you. The other thing that you have some support here. There's that knowledge base link that you have. If you want to go into the entire knowledge base, you can certainly use that. And you can also contact support. There's a couple of different ways to contact support. This way is their phone number and email address. You are welcome to use those. This is also a form that you can fill in to go ahead and submit an email request if you need to. Certainly go ahead and put in as much information as you can. If you're not entirely sure what type or subtype it is, just take your best guess. It'll definitely go to the right place. But you can certainly put that in there. That's a form. And again, there's that email address and phone numbers if you want to contact them directly. But you also have this giant blue button down here on the right-hand corner. This blue button will be on every single page in BHHS Resource. This is their live chat. If you click that, you'll go ahead and get the customer success team. And you can go ahead and fill in this information here. And you can start chatting with them. We actually use this as well when we have questions. They're wonderful. These are employees of BHHS, and they are experts in all of the tools on here. So if you can't find something we've discussed or you get stuck, something might not look quite right, go ahead and contact that customer success team. You also have the option of this self-help button here. And if you go to self-help, it's going to bring up the topics that are related to that particular page. The self-help button may not be available on every single page in here. But where it can, it'll show you certain things. So if you're trying to figure out how to edit your profile, for example, because you can do that from this page, if you click on that, it's going to go ahead and show you right live here. Click on your name, it's right next to your photo and how you can edit. So if I go ahead and click on here, click on my profile, and it will take me to my profile that I can go ahead and edit. So it's going to show me that edit button. So this is a live self-help. We do love this. It's great for instruction on here as well. All right, so let's take a look at the top navigation bar here. Most of the stuff in BHHS Resource Center is repeated somewhere along the line. So sometimes it might be in the navigation bar, sometimes it might be a button. Sometimes it's in the navigation bar and a button and another section. Mostly it's just trying to feed you information in the different ways that we all learn. Some people are visual, some people like to read. So it's going to feed you information in lots of different ways here. So obviously, if you need to get back anywhere, you can always click that home button. And then I'm going to go here to chatter. So the chatter are discussion groups that are available. Remember, I said everything is available in here, at least in one other way. So if I scroll down on this home page right here, it's going to show me my active groups. These are groups that you can belong to. These are different networking groups. So in this case, we have the luxury collection networking, equestrian specialist, LGBTQ networking. If there's a specific office chat, it'll be in here. There's that forever agent coaching for some of you who might be in that program. But you can certainly see that we have the discussion board on here. So that discussion board is also part of that knowledge base. So where you saw the questions and answers on here, that's actually coming from these different chatter groups. So if I click luxury collection networking, for example, you have the option to go ahead and join that group if you need to. So if you are, if you'd like to join, just go ahead and click that button. You'll go ahead and be approved by one of the BHHS people. And then you can certainly go ahead and start posting if you need to, or asking questions if you'd like to as well. If you click on chatter, it's going to basically take you to the same type of window, just slightly different than the home page. And you also have a chatter feed. So if you belong to lots of different groups, for example, you'll be able to see all of the different questions and answers that have come out from those specific groups that you belong to in your chatter feed up here as well. Let's go back to the home page here real quick. And let's go over to awards. So this is where we can get information about the awards that are coming up. So these are company and office awards, competitive awards, threshold awards, historical awards. A lot of the team just got back from the BHHS convention where we saw these awards handed out for all the different things. You'll also see a lot of these awards in our advertising. If you need any of the award logos, or you need to know what the criteria would be, any kind of press release template, maybe you want to go ahead and put that press release on your website, you can certainly do that. And then you can also download and print any award certificates that you need to in here as well. So this will have information that pertains to you as well. Right now, we're just resetting all of this, so that I can't show you that right now, but do know that in the award section, you'll also have your own personal award information in here as well. If I go up to benefits and discounts in here, this is everything that's available in the Exceed program. So these are all partners of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. These are companies that are either preferred providers or they provide a discount to us. There's lots and lots of different things in here. Some of this you may use, some of this you may not, but it is available. So we do offer things like discounts for 1-800-Flowers, different things. We have, obviously an AdWorks connection, all sorts of different fun things in here. If you happen to be part of AT&T, also in here as well. I happen to use the one for Hertz and hotels fairly often when I travel. It's actually a really good discount. There's your Hilton connection here and Hyatt. So we have lots of different options. You'll see this come out in emails. BHHS sends an email once a week that has basic information in it about what's going on in the network. And they usually showcase an Exceed partner, but they'll also list anybody who has come on that is new. So do take advantage of any of these discounts if you are able to, especially if it's something that you already have. All right, let me go back up to the top here. And I'm going to go to that company locator. If you maybe are sending a referral and you're getting ready to contact our relocation and referral offices and companies, and you just want to know if somebody is available in a particular area or if there is coverage in a particular area, you are certainly welcome to take a look and see if there is coverage in that area. We also have an events and training section up here at the top. This is for network events. So we just finished up with the BHHS convention. Normally that is in here all year round. Obviously it'll be reset here in the next couple of months. But we do have a summit conference coming up, and that will be in September. So if you needed information on the summit conference, it's in here. One of the things I actually use more often than I thought I would be the past events. So here's that sales convention 2023 that just finished. Maybe you saw a vendor at convention, or you wanted to look up something that was available. Maybe you wanted to see a replay on something. All of the past events are in here as well. You can certainly take a look at that. For those of you who might be new to the BHHS franchise, it's also good to take a look in here just to see what you can expect at some of these conferences. If I go to training, remember I said that there's lots of different ways to get here. I'm actually going to show you another way you can get to training from the main screen, but we do have training in here. Training goes on all week long, all month long on here as well. And it's going to give you all the different training opportunities. Now, remember, these are BHHS global trainings. We have our own local training options, which is what we're doing today. But if you do want to take any of the global training options, they're available in here. Sometimes they have designations. They have lots of trainings about the different programs that are available. I love their webinar series. Women Who Lead has been a great series. They also have mastermind series based on production levels that are coming up as well. And the coaching has been fabulous too if you are looking into some of the forever agent coaching options as well. We already covered support with that knowledge base and contacting support. So I'm going to pop over here to the topics. And this is going to give you even more information about what's available through BHHS and some of the offerings that are in here as well. I'm going to let you guys go ahead when you get into BHHS resource, take a look at all of this because not everything is going to pertain to everyone. But I did want to point out a couple of really important pieces in here. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the marketing tab here. And you're going to notice the marketing tab has a couple of different options. It's going to talk about the brand usage, any kind of global advertising, PR and communications, and home selling and home finding. And you can see all of that information down here as well. And in addition, you'll be able to do the company logos as well. We have the company logos available on RWT Connect, but if for whatever reason you also need company logos, they are available through here as well. And if you use logo in the search bar, it'll also bring you to those logos down here. I want you to make sure that you see this home selling presentation material that's in here. The home selling and home buying presentations are exclusive to BHHS. You have lots of different options in here. You can download it as a PDF. You have PowerPoint presentations. It does come in multiple languages. You can change the type. So for those of you who might be listing maybe an urban condo, for example, in downtown Norfolk, you have the option to change that to a slightly more urban setting on your presentation. And then you also have individual presentation pages that you can download and use if you need it. Excuse me. This is what happens when I talk for 3 hours straight. I want you to see some of these individual presentation pieces in here. For example, let's look at that global listing syndication. It's just going to bring up a PDF that you can certainly add to your listing presentation, or if you just need the talking points for how the listings through BHHS are syndicated, it's up in here as available. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, folks. That tickle in my throat did not want to go away. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of the other topics in here as well. Probably my other favorite one is strength of the brand. And this is where you can get some more information about the different brand topics and other information and talking points that you might need. This is probably my favorite, the network member maps. If you're talking about the strength of the brand in your presentation for whatever reason, this map and this stats are updated every 2 weeks. Just because of the growth of the network. So it's actually going to show you the map where everything is located for all the different BHHS global networks. And if you download the PDF, the second page is going to show you all the different states and the areas where BHHS is located. I'm going to go back to strength of the brand here. You can see you have lots of different options in here, but I like the Good to Know series. All right, let's take a look at Good to Know. You're going to see all these downloads here. So if you ever need talking points or you just want to know what something is, these are available too. You can also put this in the search bar. So if you're looking for information about luxury collection, if you put that in the search bar, it's going to show you the Good to Know available. If you just want to know more about marketing resource or about Sage CRM or about Video Buzz, one of the tools, if you put that in the search bar, or if you go to the strength of the brand and Good to Know, it'll bring you to these sheets that talk more about all of the individual offerings that are available. And these are updated as we go. So you'll notice this one was last updated on 3/6/23. So this is very timely information here. All right, let me go back to that home screen. And I want to show you a couple of other things here that we have available. This is the quick link section. We're going to go into these tools here really quickly, but I wanted to show you too that you do have that Learn Center webinar calendar. Remember, this was under events and training, under training. Here it is again in a different format. So if you wanted to go straight to the Learn Center webinar calendar, you can certainly do that by clicking here. And it's going to take you into the actual Learn Center, which is also a button on the main screen. And it will go ahead and bring up everything that's available in Learn Center. Now we're just at the end of the month, so it's not going to show everything that was previous in here, but you can see that we already have things that are scheduled for April in the calendar. And if you ever wanted to register for anything, it would give you the option to push that button and register. Since I'm logged in as a live agent, I'm not going to go ahead and register because it would actually shoot off an email to register this person. So I'm actually not going to click that button, but if you click it, it will go ahead and register you automatically. All right, let's take a look at some of these buttons right here. So let's talk about marketing resource real quick. Hopefully you guys had a chance to take the 11 o'clock class today and you saw marketing resource. Marketing resource is the all-encompassing marketing center for BHHS Global. And this includes places to create postcards and flyers and social images, to send out e-cards, marketing yourself, specialty marketing. You can do all sorts of fun things in here. A couple of things additionally you can do are all the mobile and desktop ads are in here. So for those of you who are looking to maybe use Chalk Digital, who we're going to talk about in just a second, to do mobile or desktop ads, you can actually go in here and take a look at all the different digital ads that they have available. And actually that connects directly to either Chalk or AdWorks. And you can certainly run those and modify those and upload your own if you need to. If you scroll down here, it's going to give you some more information. These are the current marketing and brand campaigns. They just released a new series that's getting ready to come out at the BHHS convention. So when that series gets released, it's actually going to show up here in the brand marketing campaigns. You are welcome to use any of the videos or social images or anything else in all of your marketing. So if you wanted to download that video and then re-upload it, for example, to Facebook and put a nice call to action on it, you are welcome to. Any of the trending videos will be down here as well. So these are all things that have come out from the trending videos. There's your mobile and desktop ad previews right here. So you'll notice that these correspond with a lot of the marketing campaigns that BHHS is running, as well as some generic topics. And then any of your recent content is going to be down here. So this is going to be the last about 10 different pieces of content. So things you might have uploaded or printed, or things that you created will be down here as well. For those of you who are going to be working with that Forever Agent marketing resources, that's available in here as well. So if you go ahead and click on the Forever Agent marketing resource, you'll be able to see these are all the Forever Agent tools and booklets and checklists and postcards and things like that that you can use in the Forever Agent program. So we'll break out marketing resource again. Again, we just did that e-card class earlier today, but we will break out some more topics in marketing resource so you can take a deep dive into marketing resource in April. Social media resource. So right now, BHHS has two offerings for social media management and content. We, of course, have Paradigm, which we'll be discussing in April for the local side for RWT Connect. But BHHS Global has two additional offerings up here. We have Ace Social, which is the RIS Media, the RIS Media option. This allows you to, on the free side, post one article a week to your social media. automatically, but it does have additional content that you can push directly from here should you want to. And that's all coming from the risk media articles and things like that. There is a paid option to be able to upgrade that to be able to post more often, but we do have one free article option in here. And then Soci, we're going to be talking more about Soci in April. Soci is actually a full management option for your social media. So you can actually push social media topics. You can push social media content out of here. It's very much like working with something more advanced like Sprout or HubSpot for those of you who like to do actual social media management. And it can manage the majority of your social media accounts through Soci. I'm not going to go through all of Soci today just because it is such a big platform, but do know that we will be covering that in April, and you are welcome to explore in the meantime. Chalk Digital. So the digital ads that are available in Marketing Resource can also be uploaded to Chalk Digital automatically that actually talk to each other. But Chalk Digital does other things as well. We did have a Chalk class, I believe earlier this week, and it should be up in the training YouTube channel as well. So if you want a deep dive, we've already done it, and you are welcome to take a look at the replay on there. This is where you'll find things from the automated listing program. So that's that free 7-day digital ad that comes with every BHHS listing. And then, of course, you can extend those listing ads if you'd like to for additional weeks for an additional cost. All of this is done at a BHHS discount. Chalk is their preferred provider for digital advertising. You have the ability to have that ad builder service. So these are things like street level and neighborhood targeting for either branding ads or listing ads. Automated target marketing targets against your CRM database. So it's trying to match up email addresses and home addresses against IP addresses and devices to be able to deliver target marketing directly to your database. And then we have OTT or addressable TV. So these are the streaming ads that come on in between different programs. So if you have Hulu or if you're looking at ESPN or Roku, and you see those streaming ads that come in between every 10 or 15 minutes or so, we can actually run those through this system. All of the BHHS commercials are uploaded into the system, but we can also upload our own if you would like. Video Buzz is a preferred provider of BHHS. This is basically a video studio. So you can take your video content and your static content like images and things like that, and you can create a video. What we love about this is that it adds the branding to the front and back of the video. So you can get that great introduction with the logos and branding, and you can get that great out row that has the logos and branding on it as well, and make sure that you're nice and compliant with equal housing and all of the disclaimers that we might need to do on video. It also has an automation section to it so that you can go ahead and share it and boost it on social media if you need to. Boosting is at a slight cost, but it is deeply discounted because, again, Video Buzz is a preferred provider with BHHS. So for those of you who need to have any kind of video production done as far as just putting together content that you might have created or some kind of live that you might have done and you just want to give it a little bit of a polish, you can certainly do that. They also have royalty-free sound in here as well. So if you just wanted to add some sound to something, you can do that as well. We'll be going into a deep dive on Video Buzz, but for those of you who are interested, that is available in here as well. For those of you who might be in the luxury collection, the BHHS Global Luxury Collection options are under this button here. You can certainly take a look at this, but we do provide a lot of additional luxury collection information because our local program is so robust. So the majority of information for the luxury collection will actually come from our local luxury collection information, but the global version of it is up here as well. Sage CRM is the CRM that BHHS has built into their system. So we've talked about this in the past, that there's multiple CRM systems, and the best CRM system is the one you'll use. So we have the CRM in RWT Connect that does a lot, and it connects with all of our partners and vendors we have on the local level. Sage CRM and RWT Connect do talk to each other. So if you have something in Sage CRM, it will come down to RWT Connect. and vice versa. Sage CRM also talks to marketing resource. So if you wanted to send out a drip campaign for example, for marketing resource, it would go against your contacts in the Sage CRM. Same with Chalk Digital. If you were looking to do that automated target marketing, it would look for the contacts in Sage CRM. And again, the RWT Connect and Sage CRM do talk to each other, so you can keep everything local if you want to, and we push it back up to BHHS. Or you can keep it in BHHS and we can push everything local as well. Try to make it nice and easy for you. The shop at BHHS actually connects directly to Express Docs. So we also in RWT Connect have a button to Express Docs as well. They are slightly different. So we prefer you use the button that's on RWT Connect. So even though it goes to the same company, our local offerings and any additional modifications that we've made to Express Docs are available on the button in RWT Connect. So all of the basic information is the same, but if we've ever uploaded templates for you, or you wanted to use some kind of ad credit that you had available in here, you would have to use it from RWT Connect versus using this button. But you are also welcome to use Express Docs here as well in the shop at BHHS. Express Docs in general has lots of promotional products in it, presentation products. You can certainly do brochures and postcards and all sorts of fun stuff in here as well. Learn Center 2.0, we were just there under events and training, and then again under the webinar training calendar, but I want you to see what Learn Center actually looks like. So the Learn Center is all the education that comes from BHHS Global. So you're going to see lots of different things in here. So you're going to see the webinars, you're going to see tech talks, you're going to see anything that was previously recorded in here as well. There's your Forever Agent training. So for those of you who might not be in coaching, but want to do more with the Forever Agent, the actual training for it is available in here. And this is all done on self-study, and you can see the different pieces in here. So for example, the let's just say Mr. Do here. There's 11 different pieces of content, and it's a total of 1 hour and 48 minutes in here. And it's actually going to show you the different pieces broken down. So usually they're 5 or 10-minute segments in here. You're going to be able to see all sorts of productivity coaching, any kind of training on some of our resources. So while we do a lot of training locally with our training resources here within the company, if you need more information or you're ready to just go ahead and take some more advanced training on some of these topics, you can certainly log into the Learn Center. And let's just take marketing resource, for example, here. I like to use this one. You can see that we've only scratched the surface of marketing resource, but if you needed to, you could download any of the guides. You could certainly see the Get Started, which is basically what we did today. How to change your profile, how to add contacts and managing your groups, using the library, and how to broadcast things. So this is things like sending newsletters to LinkedIn. It's sending e-newsletters to your contacts. So you can see that this is broken down into just a couple of minutes each. It's a great way to just take a bite-sized piece of something that's a very big topic. All right, let's take a look. Buyer match here is the exact same thing as buy side. So if you click buyer match here, it's actually going to take you to buy side. You also have the option to connect buy side through RWT Connect. It is exactly the same. The only difference between the two is that we actually have some things turned on in our instance of buy side that aren't necessarily available for every single agent throughout BHHS network, but the login is the same through here. And for those of you who might be interested in more commercial materials, who might be working in the commercial division, we do have a commercial resource that has more commercial materials available in here as well. So that's the tour of the Resource Center. Did anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? All right, again, if you have any questions after this, feel free to use the chat button on BHHS Resource, or you can always email us at websupport@rwtown.com. Oh, I see a question. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. So we have some agents that are using the Buffini system, like Referral Maker, different CRM systems. So how is that going to work? Are they going to need to stop using that or end up using both? How does that work with what this is?
So I have a lot of agents who use Buffini. I happen to love the Buffini system, by the way. You would have to use both. We don't have a way to talk to from Buffini to RWT Connect or to Sage CRM yet. So if, again, the best CRM is the one that you'll use. So if Buffini is working and it's a great system and it's producing results, continue to use it. And if for whatever reason you need to want to send something out to your contacts, it's easy enough to go ahead and export that list really quickly and import it up into Marketing Resource as an import context if you wanted to do that.
Got it. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. All right, well, if there's no additional questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this session. And I thank you so much for joining me today.